What's going on YouTube? Yamayati, welcome to the channel, and in today's episode we have an exciting product review. Yes, this is the Atlas 3.0 Batman Joker Edition. You will not be disappointed, or will you? Stick around.
If any of this content interests you, do me a huge favor. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you want, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to be notified of all new uploads.
So guys, I want to thank a very special friend of mine. His name will not be revealed due to copyright infringement purposes, but I will tell you that I did drive a distance to pick this thing up because I had to have it in my hands to check it out for myself. After seeing so many videos on it, after actually not getting it due to the fact that I ended up getting the Corsair Nicky Hayden edition from Ruroc Helmets, I ended up asking him if I could please come check out the helmet, and he was gracious enough to let me hold it. So this has been opened before. This is not a new box reveal, but we're going to open it together for the first time, and here we go. So far, as you guys can see, it is packaged very well, and I heard this a lot on the channel. It's almost like opening up an iPad or like an iPhone or something like that. So here it is. Atlas, it's got the Ruroc insignia. I guess this is some type of, I ain't gonna mess with it because it is his. I do not want to mess this up. And boom, here we go. Oh, I can see a little bit of the green already. And just from looking at it from here, it looks pretty glossy. So let me go ahead and take this out. I want to be very gentle because I do not want to scratch this thing. He would be so upset if I did. So I'm gonna put this down safely so he can see on video I did not drop it. And I'm going to move this. Well, let's see what's in this box anyway. So, looks like there's some. I know, okay, so this is for the back of the helmet. He did tell me that he got the shockwave added. This is his additional visor, which I ain't gonna mess with that. And there's some literature and some paperwork there. It does come with some oxygen absorbers, which is good in the state of Florida because it is humid here. Let me go ahead and move this to the side real quick. Boom. There it is. Actually, let me take this sock off. I can tell you already that from the back, just from looking at the back of this helmet, the actual graphic and the gloss and the finish is absolutely beautiful from this angle. As you guys can see, this profile of the helmet is really eye-catching. It's really hard not to want this helmet because this thing looks absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this thing just looks sick. Okay guys, so a good friend of mine let me hold this helmet for a day or two so I can do this review, and I'm not going to go into too much detail about why he let me wear this, but he is not a happy camper, let's just say that. He was not happy with the fitment, and I actually double checked the website because he said that he measured and he was a large. I actually did the same thing. I am a large as well, according to the website's directions, and this is a large. So I'm gonna try this on for the first time. This looks like a nice helmet. It is beautiful as far as the gloss, the graphic, the visor. We all know that Ruroc is the best looking helmet on the market. We all know that. So let's go ahead and try this thing on. Sorry for my hair, but I was wearing a hat. Oh, one thing to notice is that this thing also has this really cool magnetized locking system. I don't know what they call this, what this technology is called, but it is pretty kick butt. So right there, this thing is, as far as this is, every helmet should have this, okay? As far as the visor, this is pretty cool. It's just a little quarter turn backwards. It is new, so it is kind of tight, but boom. You pull this out, you do the other side, you could take your visor off and replace it pretty much on the fly. Once it breaks in, I'm sure it'll probably be a little less you know, not as bad to take off. There we go. Quarter turn forward. Oh. Bam, there you go. It's locked back in place. I had to put some muscle in that. Dang, hurt my finger. All right, and here we go. Let me take this off. Boom. Well, I can tell you guys right now already that this is not a large. And oh, this is the belt. Look at this. Even the strap got stuck in my helmet. So, all right, there we go. All right. So this thing is really loose. As you can see, I don't know if you can see this gap here, but there is a huge gap as far as the pad from the face, which is a big problem because that means that this, for me, in any other helmet would probably be an extra large or maybe even a double X. Look at this. I could almost turn it. My nose is here. Then it's almost an inch and a half, 2 inch difference there. So yeah, I can't even really give you an honest opinion about the pads because I can't even feel the pad. It's so far from my face that I can't even, I know that they're soft just by doing this. So as I was putting it on, actually the strap, it's so soft that the strap actually got caught up in there and you saw me wrestling it out, but this right here, look, I noticed this right away. Look at this. Look, like, I mean, I'm telling you, I'm barely pinching here. It's just like, see how soft that is? So as you're sliding this on, this is actually wrinkling. It actually even has a wrinkle line already here from putting it on. This is actually wrinkling. Look, and this, you know, this is pretty concerning here. Look at this. This thing is pretty new, okay? My friend has tried this on. Look, it's already got a wrinkle here. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but it's already got a wrinkle just from putting it on and off. So that tells me that this pad is probably gonna wear out, or this liner inside is probably gonna wear out pretty quick because it's just too soft. That material is just way too soft. So, not bashing the Ruroc helmet so far, but the fitment, abysmal, and the padding, abysmal. So that, look, I'm gonna show you guys something real quick, just to show you the difference. This is my, ooh, sorry about that. This is my Ori Corsair Nikki Hayden edition. I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. Now granted, this helmet is a little more expensive than this one. I'd say by maybe a couple $100. So I'm not comparing price point, but just the difference here as far as fitment. This is a large. I have to actually push it down just to get it to sit in place. And then look, like there's no way that I'm turning that helmet and leaving a gap. Look, there is no gap here. I feel nothing but soft, delicate padding all around my face. That's what's great about these helmets is the padding, the liner inside. I don't know what a ride does or what they make it with, but man, it is so soft and cuddly and beautiful. And my Cardo system, the speaker, the placement is so perfect that the music, I have to lower the music. It's so perfect. It sounds amazing. But this right here, look, it moves my whole face, skin and all. My cheeks are puffed out a little bit, but not too much where it's what's hurting me. There's no pressure in my crown. This fits really good. So that is a large, that fits like a large. Look, I even got another AGV here for demonstration. This is a large as well. So large, large, two different brands, almost the same fit. Now these pads are not the greatest either, but I'll show you real quick. So there we go. So as you can see, I cannot even spin this thing around. My cheeks are a little puffed out, which is pretty normal. I mean, this feels better than this. This helmet cost me $250 on sale. This is a pretty cheap helmet. So there's a comparison between the three. And you see how I have to kind of like force it off. This helmet almost just slid off. Ooh, almost dropped it. This helmet pretty much just slid off. So not to compare a $900 helmet to a $600 helmet, because basically this is about 600 bucks without the shockwave, or yeah, the shockwave system. once you add this helmet can get kind of pricey, especially with the tinted visor. I mean, this is probably like $700-800. I don't know, something like that. Probably like $700, let's say. But the padding, I can't even give you an opinion on the padding. Number one, they're super soft and they feel real flimsy inside. Just when I was putting it on, this was so loose going up in my earlobe. I was like tangled in it. So I can't even give you guys a good comparison. The padding on this is horrible. If I had to get this, I would probably have to get a medium, and I've never owned a medium helmet in my life. My head's kind of long this way versus this way. So yeah, I could not use a medium. I would have to get a medium in this helmet. As far as the visor, this right here feels really nice. So quality, really good quality on the actual up and down of the helmet. It modulates really well and it's tight. It doesn't feel flimsy. Like you feel it clicking and actually staying in every position. So that I love. This here, that little magnetic, locking system they have here for this. I can't do it. I'm on camera. That's boom. Okay, that I love. Every helmet should freaking have this. So, alright, add this to your repertoire there. The visor, the way you take this thing on and off is amazing. The quality of the helmet, the actual graphic and the polish. This is an amazing looking helmet. We all know Ruroc makes one of the best looking helmets. But one thing I was a little disappointed. There's not enough ventilation. You got a vent here, you got a vent up here. I don't even know if there's an exhaust vent here. These vents in the back, I don't think do anything. I don't really see. Yeah, I don't even know if these vents do anything. There's no indication here. Oh, that's this one here. So the only exhaust vent you have is really here. So you have an induction vent. You have a vent here, a little exhaust vent here. You have one on the front. So not enough vents. That Arai helmet has so much ventilation, it feels like air conditioning in your face. This right here, I would be hot. I would probably sweat, and apparently, from what I can tell by this material, I sweat a lot. This would be soggy, really soggy, and it would probably not last. So on the AGV, I've had to change that liner probably one time, and on my other AGV, because I've had it a lot longer, twice. So AGV does not make really expensive helmets. I hope you guys know that. They're pretty affordable. I have changed the liner out on this one time and on my other one twice because I live in Florida. It is super hot. I sweat a lot. I'm probably sweating now as I'm making the video. So I've had to change the liner. That one I hope not to because it has like a wicking technology. So hopefully that one lasts a lot longer, but they're super affordable, easy to install, super easy. This liner here. So my main complaint is this liner. The fitment, because this is obviously incorrect, or they have a whole different system of sizing their helmet. Maybe because they're overseas, maybe there's some type of, language barrier communication thing, but this would not work for me. So I give this helmet 1 to 10. My Arai being a solid, perfect 10, I give this like a 6.5, maybe a 7. But this to me is a 7 helmet. It's cheap, it's got decent pads, it functions, it's a couple $100. If it lasts me 2 years, guess what? It's not that big of a deal. I'll probably have a different bike anyway. I'll swap it out, get something different, not a big deal. If I were to pay $600 for this helmet and waited 2 or 3 months and got it with the liners that's in it right now, I would be really upset. Which is probably why my friend is upset, because he actually has had this helmet for maybe about a week now, has yet to even try to ride with it because the fitment is so bad. He's dealing with their tech support to see what they can do. So let's see what happens. But definitely, I thank him for letting me try it so I could actually see for myself. But I would not be able to wear this helmet. There's no way I'd be able to wear it. There's no way this would work for me. So I give this 6.5 tops. And mainly because of the amazing graphics. So beautiful graphics. Inside liner, really cheap. The locking mechanism is great, and the visor setup is awesome. So that is my take on this helmet. I'm a little disappointed, to be honest with you. I really thought I was gonna have like that, oh dang, never judge a book by its cover, or no, listen to people that don't know what they're talking about moment, but that did not happen. Basically, every review that I saw, and let me tell you, Moto Tigress, she put on her Instagram today that they are trying to take her video vlog or her vlog down off of YouTube. That surprises me big time, because as we all know, you should be free to make reviews on anything you want. And apparently somebody's out to take down her video because number one, it has probably over 30,000 views, and number two, I'm agreeing with what she's saying. And she actually bought hers, so I'm sorry that happened to you, mama, but this I did not buy. This is just a friend of mine that's let me try it out, and yeah, I'm really disappointed. So like I said, this would be a 6.5. So enough of that. You guys already know how I feel about it. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. I mean, if you think it's beautiful, go ahead and say it's beautiful. If you have one and you think it's fine, go ahead and put that down. If you got one and you're disappointed, put it down as well. But I'm telling you right now, I don't get paid from any helmet company to represent them. I do this for fun, and I'm really doing this because I want it to be basically a true review, not something that's paid for or sponsored. I just want it to be a regular guy trying it out for the first time to have that wow moment or that moment. And honestly, this is a moment. So anyway, thanks for watching the channel, guys. If you like the content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Give me the thumbs up button if that's what you want to do. And have a blessed day. Peace.